It wasn't really too long ago that we got the news that Ryan Reynolds met with Marvel Studios and that things were in development. Now, from the source himself, the actor himself, Ryan Reynolds, aka Deadpool, we know he's coming to the MCU. Again, we are in that weird scenario with Deadpool where people, for some reason, believe that the character is not coming to the MCU, despite the fact that that was one of the things Bob Iger said was happening. They're like, oh, Disney's not even going to use that character. Well, that changes today officially from the man himself, from Ryan Reynolds. You guys can find that article in the description down below. I'll also have it on the screen for you guys right now. But it boils down to the fact that Ryan Reynolds was in an interview and he talks about the future of Deadpool, and he drops the big news. As of right now, him and his team are officially part of Marvel Studios and they're making Deadpool 3 as part of the MCU. So the news on that film is that it's officially in development. I mean, as if there was any doubt that this was going to be the scenario, it's a billion-dollar franchise. It's one of the big acquisitions that was actually very successful when it came to Fox properties that were coming out and were actually making money, as opposed to the likes of Alien or Predator, which were literally bombing and diminishing returns. So of course this was going to be a thing. Now, the whole reason it took so long is because they had to sit down, they had to work out the details, they had to talk to the writers, get some ideas, talk to Kevin Feige after everything happened with all the big films coming out this year, so they could kind of, get the general senses of what's going to happen and where does this film go. Now that he says he's working with Marvel Studios, that tells you everything you need to know. The film is officially now being written, and of course, this process is usually I would say 3 to 6 months is typically an optimal time for one of these Marvel movies, specifically with writers that have written multiple projects already with this character, and we know they're all actually involved again. So things are looking rather good, and I'm really not going to be surprised if the release date is announced in the summertime, when they have a solid script and they find the optimal time to go get the film in front of a camera. Now, who knows, when in the next 3 to 4 years the release could be, but things are officially moving in the correct direction and the right direction, and honestly, I'm hyped. How can you hate Ryan Reynolds returning as Deadpool, which many people were doubting it was going to happen either way? And of course, yes, it will be rated R, for the love of God. I don't know how many more times Disney can come out and say it's going to be rated R.